What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 9th release in the Annex 2179 line, the B.O.Y.S, or B.O.Y.S, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, real quick, I don't know how often I've talked about these little crates. These come in these like little Acid Rain World sort of crates. But I was really surprised to see that the boys were going to come in like this kind of translucent orange one. I was definitely expecting it to be more tan because they seem to be like more tan color schemed, and usually the crates follow the color schemes, but the translucent orange looks really good, all things considered. And then there's your back. Shows kind of like what you get. You get the 2 pistols, 2 holsters, 2 swords, the little battery, and I think somewhere in this incredibly dark image, okay, yeah. I forgot the sword sheaths were on the figure already. So there's that. Yeah. So anyways, here's the boys. The base. Now I picked up 3 of these. I viewed these as a troop builder. More or less, they are like essentially like nameless grunt cops in the Annex 2179 universe, sort of like judges, I guess, if you think about like Judge Dredd. But instead of like obviously like instead of like you had Dredd and Anderson and whoever else. These are just sort of no name characters, kind of mindless. They have a direct feed into like the justice system robot thing. They're not at all like Hiro, but they're definitely based on Hiro, which is pretty cool considering like Hiro is supposed to be like the star of everything. And he's more of like a cyborgy character where you have like Smith, who's definitely supposed to be more of like your kind of maybe enhanced human sort of like situation. I don't know, really cool, but and neat enough backstory. And these are kind of like a dumbed down version of Hiro. Like as far as like the chest armor and stuff like that, you see there's like all these holes and stuff in it because there's nothing there. Not like with Hiro and Void, they have like kind of like special little stuff going on up there. And instead of short swords and long swords, they just come with the short swords, but you also get the big hand cannons that came with Eliza, and it looks like those just kind of go on the back. So there is that. As far as does this remove like it does on Hiro, I don't know. Oop, the head certainly comes off. Yeah. So to answer the question, the noggin does come off. Let's see if we can get you focused in there. So where Hiro was definitely more of a brain, skull, eyes sort of situation. Anyway, well, real quick, there we go. You got that little UD6 thing going on. Let's see. Let me figure something out real quick. All right, I knew I was kind of forgetting something. I had to take Hiro's little helmet off. So, anyways, as you can see, like how Hiro is definitely more skull, brain, eyes sort of thing going on here. This is definitely more robotic. Kind of the same sort of like situation. Dude, it looks like it's just an alternator under there. Like that's just all their brain is, just alternator, wired up alternator. But it's pretty neat. Just sort of how these are kind of like complementary, like obviously Hiro being the more human of it, and the boys being more mechanical aspect of it. But yeah, so like the helmet, the little like clear plastic pieces are the exact same. So there is that. I guess like as far as comparing a couple of things, let's see. Let's get this back on. This actually like snaps on and was like snapped on a lot better than Hiro. So I don't know if maybe they tweak some tolerances there or what, but anyway, so you can see here, with the vest, like Hiro has this kind of like extra padding sort of stuff going on here. The belts are the same, the legs, the boots, everything else like looks the same. The shoulders are the same. Obviously, the boys don't have the battery cover that Hiro has. Like that's just again something that kind of like sets him apart. Even sets him apart from Void, which is another named character that isn't quite quite mechanical, albeit still fairly mechanical. But yeah, so that's their backsides going on. Again, nothing really of difference down there at the bottom. So anyways, there is that. But yeah, Hiro does have the 2 swords, which obviously the more swords you have, the cooler you are. Anyways, yeah, So that's it, more or less, for the boys. Let me see, just because I did say that I bought. Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to. Gonna regret that later, whatever. Let's see. Let's get them in here. Again, these guys being like $50 a pop. It's a tough pill to swallow when you go down that troop building rabbit hole with these guys, uh, especially at $50 a pop. But they do look pretty cool, and I'm definitely glad I did kind of go this route. But anyways, there we go. Let's get Hiro back in here. Their feet still make them a little difficult to. Man, they like to rock back and forth, but they still stand, so there's no issues there. We got a bunch of Annex 2179 drops pretty recently, at least as of this recording. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So there's a lot more coming for the line, which I'm super excited about. But yeah, that's the boys. They can hold all their weapons. I know I didn't really show much of that off, but getting these hand cannons in those holsters at first was a little tricky, a little tough, but it ended up being fine. So anyways, let's see. Let's get that in there, and then let's get this in this hand. So come on now. There we go. Easy does it. So yeah, they can do all the weapon holding and posing that they need to do. Again, it's the exact same buck as Hiro, just in brighter colors with the same serial number stamped on them. Which I'm kind of like, at first I was thinking like, man, maybe that's an individualized number, but I'm thinking like that may be like a batch run number. That makes it easier for me to be like, okay, I don't have 3 of the same serial number. I have like 3 from the same batch or something. I don't know. I'll make it work for my own sanity. But yeah, that's it for the boys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you all in the next video.